the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Knights offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because
continues to fight for yards. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Brown will throw it. That's reeled in. It's Pearson. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Pearson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Farmer.
when you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the mark.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pearson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get away. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Motion from the back. Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, UCF! That's... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. The handoff to Johnson. Nice move there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Runs through the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Knights are threatening on first and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee. The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Wade. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pearson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to bowl his way in. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. Just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a side.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Ginn. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Volunteers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find...
Just keeps moving. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are...
Touchdown, UCF! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti-Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him down after the return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Brown will throw it. Finds a man on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab near the sticks. It's Fox. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Jackson. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Got it behind the line. It's Wade. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Got enough space. Touchdown, UCF! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense...
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Farmer. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. tourist hotbed and a stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So UCF's offense takes the field to start this game off. UCF impaled the Bulls the last time these two met. It was ugly early on and didn't get any prettier.
UCF, man, they scored in bunches, and we're used to a high-flying offense from the Knights. Like, that's what they do every year. They always put up a lot of points. And USF in this rivalry game, Palmer, had absolutely no answer.
Turning it on! Pass mistakes, and he may get more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Running to Green. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knights. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Jackson. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's loose down the middle. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense...
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive, he can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full.
And he's still running after the move. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an...
Breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
It's complete on the right side.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Grab over the middle. It's Wade. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll give it to Johnson. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! They missed that 56-yard field goal, and now they'll pay for it by giving up good field position at the 39. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's a big stride inside the 10. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCF! They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The handoff to Johnson. Fights off the defender. There he goes. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Brown wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it, the war on I-4? I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Yeah, man, whether you get off on McIntosh Road, the Florida Turnpike, or Lake Mary, both.
He makes a grab. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good...
Touchdown, Knights! Quick strike. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. With the catch, it's Farmer. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6. they'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. Right down the gut of the field. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just
speeding down the left side. Inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. So in the war on I-4, it goes to the Knights as UCF outlast USF. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. show to set the tone. What do you think about that? Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCF's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
So the BYU Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. He's got him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Nice move. Creates some space. It's a running room. He's at the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude out.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They Worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, the defense doesn't...
Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it in the middle. It's Pearson. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The short hands. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. A gargantuan play by this offense and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Offense in a bunch formation. Brown wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pearson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the run, it's Jackson. Powers through the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
The Knights are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting get it back. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
Here we go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the
power football with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yards.
There we go. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pearson. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Makes a grab past the marker. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Catch in the middle. It's Pearson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Fires left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the... Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And runs through another one. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Pulls it in. It's Farmer. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line.
Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quick. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This The give as they work on that clock. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pearson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker, it's Wade. Touchdown, UCF! Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.